All right, shoot.
Italian American to me is all about family, love, food, and fun. You know, I love Italy, but I also love being an American. So you combine those together, you know, it's spectacular.
Family is everything.
If you don't really have family, I mean, you don't really have anything.
When you're having a hard day or something, you just want to be with your family and be with everybody.
Everybody loved everybody, and that's a great thing.
Giving 100% into everything that you do.
The food is probably my favorite part. That's the best thing about being Italian, I think.
My kids know how to make pasta, know how to make sauce, know what it means to cook a good dinner and what food can bring to somebody's life.
Not being Italian and being a part of the family, the things you pick up quickly is just how lively they are.
Bravo, bravo!
It's hectic, you know, loud. It's different.
It's a deep love of curating the traditions that have been handed down from generation to generation. Tommaso was doing that every day of his life.
I love when I see friends of mine and they tell me to cook them something. I cook their food, they pay, and then they thank me. That's not a bad gig.
He oozed the passion for the Italian culture.
He brought the Italian culture with him, but he never forgot where he came from.
Tommaso loved what he did, but it was never work, it was always passion.
Right. Even when he was sick, he was always in the restaurant doing things. And I just found that so inspirational because even when, you know, times are hard, he was just always there.
Watching and knowing that story of my father really put me on the path to never fail. And if you fail, you get up, you dust yourself off, and you go again.
The dream and the drive that he had is incomparable. He instilled that in all of us.
But then again, if I can please them, I can please anybody.
You know, it had so much life to the restaurant business. So, you know, it shaped me to have that personality and really be fun, because what he did every day to me at that age was fun.
That's outrageous.
Normal kids idolized basketball players, baseball players. I idolized my dad. He was everything that I wanted to be as a man. And so, you know, if I can have people say that you're a little like him or you're like him, I won.
Having him cook for you was like, you know, listening to a story, and the food felt generational. It felt like it was coming from ancestry. You could tell that it came from his mother, came from, you know, her mother. That's how he expressed a lot of his love.
I remember my mom, grandma, and aunts in the kitchen cooking. Since then, I have dedicated my life and the great moments with the Italian food. That I love to do every day.
When you sat at a table at Tommaso's, it was like being in Tommaso's kitchen.
He truly enjoyed getting to know people. He wanted to know who you were, where you were from. He wanted to laugh with you and joke with you, and he wanted to be a part of your life.
Always was nice to people. He always said hi.
I don't think I ever heard him talk bad about one person ever in my whole life.
What I really learned is that whether you have all the money in the world or, you know, very little money, when you're sitting down at a table with family, surrounded by the ones you love with a good meal, you're the richest person in the room.
Even if you had one conversation with my grandfather, I would be at the restaurant, people would be, oh, I knew him very well. Like, we sat down and had a glass of wine at Tommaso's. We went out to dinner, he sat down, he cooked for me, all those kind of stories. I mean, that's what made the Maggiore Group what it is.
Well, the Maggiore Group is something to continue the restaurant business of what my father was doing.
Some of the concepts at Maggiore Group are hash kitchen, Sicilian butcher, Sicilian baker, Mexicano, and then we have some new concepts coming down the pipeline. My sister-in-law owns the Italian Daughter.
Everybody that walks through my door, I treat them like family the way my father did. Open arms to everybody. And I want everybody to experience the beauty of food and the Italian culture that my father taught to me.
Shut up and go. Okay, everybody's cutting.
My favorite saying from my grandfather was, one cannot think well, live well, love well, one has not dined well. And I mean, it means a lot in the restaurant industry. It's just like the whole thing, it's top to bottom.
There wasn't really like a certain quote, it's just his voice. Like, if he talked, like, not like everyone would be quiet, but everyone would listen. Like, everything he said had a meaning towards it.
When he would win an award or he would have an accolade, or it would be a moment where he could maybe brag about himself, he wouldn't do it. And I'd say to him, why don't you tell them what you just did? Or why don't you tell them what you just won? He said, Melissa, I let the experts do the talking, and I modestly agree. And that's just who he was.
You know, we let the expert do the talking, and modestly we agree.
He was the Maggiore, and the kids, everybody learned from him.
Each unit is still run the same way that my brother and I learned how to run a restaurant. There's the passion, the love, it's in everything that we do. My dad is present.
The Maggiore legacy is what my dad came to this country for, and I want everyone to understand, like, this man came here with nothing, and he made the American dream. And if he can do that, we're gonna do it. And my dad's biggest dream, and what he always did, was bring chefs in from Italy and bring people from Italy and give them a better life.
He would house them, he would help them, he would get them involved in the restaurant, he would teach them, he helped them get the American dream.
And so we want to continue that. And so the Culinary Foundation for my father is to bring in chefs and people from Italy that need a better future or can teach us the Italian culture, teach us more here what we're forgetting. We want to continue that legacy.
Okay, let's go one more time.
Oh, brother. The Tommaso Maggiore Culinary Excellence Award. My father, every day, never let up. He didn't just say, it's good, keep it. He would try to strive to be better. So the excellence part of this award is what my father did for the Italian food, the culture, really making it the best.
He did so much in the culinary world, and it was his passion. And so I think that having this award that's going to honor other restaurateurs or chefs with the Italian heritage is super important.
He worked his whole life with food and with the community. To have an award for him again, and even though he's not here, is a great thing. And we're proud of it. I'm proud of it.
To have a national award where my father's hard work and dedication and just joy he brought to people is being recognized is something that's so special to myself and my family, because he deserves this. And if that small little boy from Maggiore, Sicily, could come to America with $100 in his pocket and build what he built, anybody can.
To know that my father has an award for his hard work and dedication is spectacular. I was honored by NIAF 20-something years ago. To know that I'm sitting where he was is goosebumps.
I want you to know that dinner without wine is like a making love without kissing. Enjoy the wine, enjoy the food. God bless.
Okay, shoot.